Dakota State takes on Youngstown State today. And this week's Herdline News, Easton Stick is rewriting the Bison record book. Last week, the fifth-year senior from Omaha set the all-time NDSU mark for passing touchdowns, throwing his 73rd career touchdown pass, passing legendary Bison quarterback Brock Jensen, who had 72 career passing touchdowns. There's a look at how Easton did it. With one more touchdown passing, rushing, or even receiving, Stick will tie Jensen at that 107 mark. You see Brock on the right side of your screen, Easton on the left, just one touchdown behind now in total touchdowns. When Brock Jensen left the program in 2013, he held 8 meaningful records in the NDSU record book and was regarded as one of the best, if not the best ever. And who would forget that drive and that play? It still goes down in North Dakota State history. Jensen, one of the best at quarterback at North Dakota State and in history. And look at this guy. Brock Jensen joins us on the set. Welcome back.
Yeah, hey, thank you so much. Thanks for having me. It feels great to be back. Fargo will always be home, so.
You said when we chatted just before this, records were meant to be broken.
Yep.
It's not a sad thing for you that you set the bar high, but here comes Easton Stick.
Absolutely. Just like you said, you know what? Records are meant to be broken. You hope that someday, someone breaks Easton records, right? And so on and so forth. And that's what keeps this tradition alive and healthy and well. And, that's what every Bison fan and what every ex-Bison player is ultimately rooting for.
You've been able to watch Easton Stick from afar through the television screen, seen him in person.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about him that makes him so special?
He just is a smart kid who understands his role. And he's going to do it to the best of his ability. He's always going to give great effort. He's smart with the football. And, he uses his legs when he needs to and makes a lot of plays. He's a playmaker. He's a great game manager. And, the coaches trust him. So, yeah. He
reminds me a lot like you, a really good guy on the field, but off the field that a lot of people at home don't get to see. I mean, this guy, a lot like you, great in the community, always giving back. And that says something as well.
I think that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, football is just a game. And, whether it lasts through college or if you get an opportunity in the pros, what people are going to remember is, how you treat them and how you make them feel. And, I think that's so important. And I think it goes to show you the kind of kids that NDSU recruits, the kind of young men that they bring into the program. The guys that aren't, that way are going to get kind of weeded out. And, I think it speaks volumes of where NDSU's at. And, great credit to Easton and a lot of other guys who do a lot of great things and are great in the community and interact with fans. And that's, that's what it's all about.
You had 107 career touchdowns that you accounted for to NDSU. His next touchdown, Easton Stick, will tie that record. Do you have a favorite when you look back? Is it the one we saw coming in here?
Good question. You know what? If I had to say a favorite, it's maybe the wins record. One's a little bit closer to my heart, but that one was a fun one. But at the end of the day, you just take it game by game. And like I said, when you play a long time like Easton has, 3+ year starter, almost 4-year starter, and you're at the end of the day, you'll probably have some records, and you just hope to win games and win championships. That's what it's all about.
Catch us up in our final minute. You're living in Minneapolis or just outside of Minneapolis. Yeah. You've got a big boy job outside of football. What's life been doing for you lately?
Oh, life is great. You know what? Hung up the cleats, happily retired from the game. Very blessed to have a great journey in football, and forever will be grateful for my time here and what NDSU's done for me. And I'm living in Lino Lakes now, settled down, living with my wife Kayla, where she's from in Lino, and working as a financial advisor with Edward Jones now. So life is good, Ryan. Yep.
We appreciate the time. We appreciate the honesty. It's got to be tough because a record more than likely is going to get broken today, but you'll be here to see it. And that's cool as well. Absolutely. And if it's a guy like Easton, I'm loving it. So at the end of the day, it's go Bison. Well said. To be fair, Brock Jensen still holds comfortable leads in records for pass completions at 703 and passing yards at nearly 8,600. Really appreciate your time today. Thanks, Ryan. I had a chance